Good morning, everyone, and welcome into another edition of Powered Up and Plugged In. I'm Jack. This is Karen, and we're powered by Palmore Real Estate. And we're very happy to have you with us this morning, taking time out of your day to join us each week. We hope we bring you a good program today.
We do.
Yeah, we got some good things to talk about. We'll get things started. The NFL Combine starts today, actually, and goes through the weekend, where all the college football players that were invited to participate, they'll go through all the drills and all of the interviews and medical checkups with all the NFL teams to see which one of them might get drafted by that team.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't watch the Combine, but I do like to watch the NFL draft.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
I do like to watch the Combine for certain reasons, for certain players that I'm interested in.
Yeah, just the Longhorn players is all you're interested in. You don't care about the others.
Well, let's be honest. Yeah, okay, there is no other as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
okay.
whatever.
And March Madness is just around the corner, and that's always fun to watch.
Oh, I love to watch March Madness.
Yeah, you get into it pretty good.
Well, I got on one of those, what do they call it?
Brackets.
One year, and I was in third place when it was over with. I thought that was pretty cool for a girl. Of course, he helped a lot, so I can't take the full credit for all that. So.
Well, what can you say? It's always a lot of fun. And the other thing that's going on that I'm getting a kick out of is the House subcommittees are really getting down on the Justice Department and the FBI about their two-tiered system of justice.
Boy, Ted Cruz let Merrick Garland have it yesterday.
He did, and I'll tell you what, and he had every right to, because Garland wouldn't answer the questions.
That's right.
And so he just got tired of it and said, enough is enough. And he just let him have it.
That's right. And poor old Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
She's no more.
Lori Lightfoot. I call her Beetlejuice.
Well,
no offense to anybody, but she does look like Beetlejuice.
Well, she does. But
she does.
That's not nice.
Well, I'm sorry.
I have to keep him in check.
But maybe Chicago will get a mayor in there that'll get that city back to the once great city it used to be, and all the murder and crime will go down.
Yeah, hopefully for those people that live there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, Karen, our all-around town segment today features the question people are asking of, should I buy a home now or should I wait, and can we get help, and what programs are out there? Well, we went to our preferred lender, Chad Brooks, to get the answers.
Yes,
so let's watch this edition of All Around Town. Well, hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of All Around Town. Today, we've got a good feature for you because a lot of folks have asked us about lenders and the process. So we thought we would go to a gentleman that we've had on our show before who can answer all of these questions, Mr. Chad Brooks of Fairway Mortgage. And Chad, first of all, welcome in. Good to have you, my friend.
Chad. Hi. Hope you're doing okay.
Well, I'm good.
Well, good. Listen, let's just get right to the crux of things. Tell us a little bit about Fairway Mortgage, and how long have you been associated with them?
Okay. Well, I've been with Fairway since 17, and we're one of the largest independent mortgage companies in the U.S. today. We have about 7,500 people on staff, and we have a ton of loan programs. I mean, we have a great underwriting team. My operations team is second to none, and if we get you pre-approved, we'll get you closed. So
Perfect.
That's a big thing, getting things pre-approved.
So speaking of your programs, can you give us an idea of what your company, your mortgage company, is doing right now as far as lending programs?
Yeah, so we have all the regular programs. We're a direct lender for Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. So we have FHA, we have the conventional loans, we have down payment assistance programs, and I use a company out of Austin, Texas. And the program is called T-Shack. And they have a lot of great things for people. Actually, it's a 3-year forgivable grant. So we put it on the file as like a second lien, but actually there's no payment on it. So you can't refi the house up until 3 years. Once that 3 years is gone, the grant for your down payment is basically dismissed.
Wow.
And the amount of the down payment that they also offer is a 2%, 3%, 4% and 5% loan program. It's really neat. I've done a few of those, and they're really, really good. They help people get into a home, especially first-time home buyers that don't have a lot of cash.
Right.
Right.
Well, let me ask you, you kind of touched on it there. What are the down payment requirements for potential buyers?
Well, with FHA, the conventional FHA, just the normal run-of-the-mill loan program is 3.5%. So every $100,000 of home you're going to finance, you have to put $3,500 down. Now that's down payment. That's not counting closing costs. So some people get confused and they think the down payment is the closing costs. They're separate. They're separate things there. So the closing costs include things like the appraisal, includes things like your reserves for your taxes and your homeowner's insurance, and title work, all that fancy stuff.
All the title fees and things like that.
Yeah. Everything else associated with loan. So
go ahead.
And then on a conventional program, the minimum down on that is 3%. Now, with both programs, you also have mortgage insurance. If you put down less than 20%, you get mortgage insurance, which is awesome because the federal government just lowered the amount of the FHA.
Yes.
The mortgage insurance. Really nice.
Well, let me ask you here, as far as Fairway goes, how long would it take to close a home once we have found a buyer, they've gotten qualified through you? How long does it take to get it to closing?
No, it depends on the house, the contract that's written. I've done them as soon as 10 days, and I've done them as long as 60 days. So it really depends on the borrower and the seller and their situation, and we're able to work through that.
Gotcha.
It just really depends. The appraisals are really an easy thing because we've got a great team that manages our appraisals. So we get those done generally in 10 to 14 business days, no problem. So on average, I'd say probably 30 days, Jack, to be honest with you.
So the 10-day closings are normally cash buys, right?
No, not necessarily. I mean, it just depends. Sometimes we'll get something that maybe somebody messed up and we got to hurry and jump through some hoops. So we can put some rush on the files and get it done quicker.
Yeah, I think we've been through one of those with you.
Yeah.
From a couple of years ago.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Chad is our preferred lender of choice, and he has helped quite a few of our clients, and they were very, very pleased with the service that they got.
He saved one of our deals.
He certainly did.
Yeah, and man, we were glad to get that one done.
It was good to get that thing done. It was kind of stressful there for a while.
Oh,
it was
very.
It was.
So can you explain to buyers out there, whether they're first-time home buyers or just second home buyers, what the difference is between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval?
Yeah, so, I kind of do a pre-qualification over the phone during my first interview with borrowers because I want to ask them questions about their credit and their income and what they think their FICO score is. So that's more of a verbal type deal for me. I don't send out a pre-qualification letter. I send out a pre-approval letter. And the pre-approval is where I get the docs in. So I'm going to get, 30 days of your bank statements. I'm going to get your driver's license. I need to make sure you are who you are. I'm going to have to verify your 2 years of employment. We have to verify your gross, 30 days of paycheck stubs. Just gather some documents so that I know you are who you are and you make what you make. And then I'll pull your credit. We'll take a look and discuss. And then I'll qualify you for what you can afford. I'll get you pre-approved for what you can afford or what you want to afford. It's up to you. And also, if there's some things in there, like some folks are selling the house, they got loads of cash, they want to pay off some of their debt before they move into this house, we can pay those at closing. So there's a lot of different financial things that we can help with, not just the home purchase, but also helping them get their finances in order at closing too, to help them do things. And we can play with numbers and scenarios, different loan programs and stuff. And, I mentioned earlier about the Federal Housing Administration, FHA, changing the mortgage insurance premium.
Mm-hmm.
So what they've done is they've gone from 0.85 or 85 basis points down to 50 basis points. And so let's say you have a $250,000 loan. A $250,000 loan, like, well, how does that help me? Okay, so the mortgage insurance on an FHA loan on $250,000 loan amount would be about $177 a month. That's a lot of money. Now, with the new guidelines, it's going to knock that down to $104 a month. So it's going to save you basically $73 on a $250,000 loan. And that helps your interest rate. That helps your back-end debt-to-income ratio. And that is the key, is that back-end debt-to-income ratio is the key in getting you closed.
Right, and it also helps the mortgage payments, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
And they also said that if it's less than $726,000 loan, then you have greater than 90% down. So if you have like 15%, okay, 90% loan to value. If you have, let's say you put down 11%, that mortgage insurance goes away after 11 years, which is nice.
Wow.
So
that would make quite a difference. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Well,
Yeah.
the nice thing about getting pre-qualified is that at least our clients know how much of a home they can go out and purchase. And it kind of helps them. Sometimes people want to
Buy outside their means.
buy a Cadillac on a beer budget.
That's right.
So it gives them a good idea of how much they can afford, what kind of home, and it tells us, okay, let's get to work. Let's find them a great home within this
range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that helps out.
Yeah, especially first home buyers they've got this thing in their head that they want this wonderful home, and well, if they want to pay for it, yeah, they'll get that wonderful home. But they have to start somewhere, and we always say it's your first home. You can move up later down the road.
Yes, you can. Well, as we kind of wind things up here, Chad, I wanted to give the rest of the time to you to tell our viewers out there why they should do business with Fairway. What makes Fairway so good?
Well, number one, we got great realtors like you guys. So,
thank you.
The nice thing about Fairway and what we do is, we're black and white. We're going to make it happen. So
Right.
once I get a pre-approval done on you, we'll get the loan closed.
Right.
Where, like I said, I'm not going to do a pre-qualification because to me that's not solid. And we may ask for a lot of docs up front to get that going, but it's also less work in the end. So I think that we have the best team in the industry. We will get it funded on the day of closing, not 3 days later. We'll close on the day we say, plus communication. I'll communicate with the borrowers and each real estate agent every Tuesday once we go into contract. So everybody's aware of what's going on in the loan because nobody likes surprises. Even if there's nothing going on, I will still call and say, hey, or shoot a quick email, hey, everything's moving through the pipeline. We're not worried about anything. And if we are, we'll let you know. So communication during this whole process is really, really important. And that's what separates us from the other guys. Plus, we're going to do what we say. So if I tell you I'm going to get you pre-approved, I'll do it. And I work on weekends, nights, whatever. So I see my information.
Trust me when I say this, he does. He really does.
And I want to just make a comment. And if you do get a referral from a realtor, say from us, and they can't quite qualify today, you will lead them in the right direction on how to get to the point where they need to be. Right?
Yeah, yes, Karen. And that's a key because buying a house is a journey. Sometimes we'll go out there and we'll buy a car, we'll buy a piece of furniture or do something, run our credit card bills up, and then all of a sudden we decide we want to buy a home, and our debt to income ratio is a little off from where we need it to be. And so we work with them on that, try to coach them a little bit, and try to get people to where they can get into the house that they want.
Yeah, that's what I like a lot.
Right, right.
I've had a situation come up where a guy actually had a house sold, and he didn't try to get pre-approved before they signed the contract on the home. And when he came to me, and I was like, "Oh man!" I told him, I said, "You can't afford a $400,000 house." He's like, "Hold on." So he had to go back. He had to back out of the contract to sell the home. So that puts everybody in a bad position.
Right.
And it's easy to do. It's easy to do because right now everything is so expensive. It takes, just money to live. I mean, the price of dog food's gone up. So I was like, man, that stuff's expensive.
Also, I hate to be bringing up new questions, but explain to a buyer why they should go and buy right now. That don't let the interest rate scare you or what's going on in the economy. Why should they go ahead and buy?
Yeah, I would definitely buy now. Now's really a buyer's market because when rates start coming down, what's going to happen? Our inventory is going to get leaner, and everybody's going to be bidding over selling price for the home. So go ahead, you buy the house, you marry the house, and then you can just wait around once you get in the house. The rates are going to be coming back down, probably in the next 6-12 months. We think May 10th is going to be a spot in the market where things are going to start coming back down after that. So it's kind of a cycle. And the experts that report on mortgage-backed securities and on 10-year T-bills and stuff are predicting right around May 10th, there's going to be a shift and the mortgage rates may start moving down. And so, they're kind of all over the board right now. Like today they've gone down, the other day they were up. I mean, it just depends on the mortgage-backed securities and what's going on. During the whole COVID thing, the government was buying up all the mortgage-backed securities they could buy. And that's why the rates were so low. Well, guess what? They quit buying them.
Sorry, that's our dog.
It's our mascot.
So when they quit buying them, inflation doesn't affect mortgage rates. So
Really?
mortgage-backed securities and T-bills do. So a lot of people think that inflation affects mortgage rates, but they don't. So there's some movement in the market, and if I was right now, I tell people they need to buy a house now simply because number one, you're more likely to get a seller credit to help you with your down payment, and that's valuable money, and you're going to get the price of the house probably at fair below market value right now because people are sitting on homes for a while before they sell them.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
And, when the rates come down, everybody's going to want to buy a house.
That's right.
And then what happens? The prices go up, right? Now
Right.
you're having to shell out more cash for the same house, from 6 months ago. You said, man, I wish I would have bought that
That's a
home.
very good point. That's
is.
a very good
It is.
point. Well, Chad, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join us here on All Around Town. And hopefully you can see in the top left corner there the number that you can call Chad, and they can feel free to call you if they have questions, correct?
Yes, they can call me anytime. They can
That's
text
great.
me or call me anytime.
Great. Well, we again want to thank you very much. We appreciate you coming on the show today.
Thanks, Chad.
And we'll see you soon, okay?
So thank you both.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. We'll have more coming up on the show in just a moment. What a great guy.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. I'm glad he's part of our preferred team. So
Yeah, he is always there when we need him. And anytime any of our clients or potential clients need help, we give them their number, and he always calls them.
yes, he does. And
He really does. Thank you, Chad, again for being with us. Hopefully, this got some questions answered for you.
Yeah.
But let's move on a little bit. We got some big weekend events coming up.
Well, there wasn't much out there this week, but there's a few things I just want to bring to your attention. The first one is the Rabbit Hole Roundup, local artisan.
One of our favorite places.
One of our, it's the local artisan market. It is March the 5th from noon to 5, and they have all different kinds of booths and things that you can explore.
Yeah, it's kind of neat, actually.
It is. We went to one.
Yeah,
it was during a football game.
Yeah, we were going to watch a football game, and they had it going on outside. It was very interesting.
It was a little chilly, but it was nice.
Yeah.
So that's going on March the 5th, and then you've got the Keller Independent School District IDS Summer Expo, and what it is that you can bring your kids and look at all the different summer camps and different things that are around the area.
Oh, cool.
That is also March the 5th from 1 to 4.
Wow.
And it's at the Keller Center for Advanced Learning on Bercy Road. So check that out. And then a fun thing that Texas Live is having, and that's on Randall Mill in Arlington. They're having their Mimosa First DFW Festival.
Yeah.
And so that'll be fun. So that's March 4th. That's 11 a.m. And that's 21 and older. And I'm sure there's going to be some kind of door charge. But so that's...
come on. We're talking about a mimosa here.
Well, I know. And I prefer poinsettias. But, mimosas are good.
Yeah, they are.
And then the other thing we want to continue to promote is the Masla Patrol. And I'll let you explain that.
Well, it's the Masla Shrine Patrol is going to be having a clay shoot coming up, and they are looking for teams to participate and sponsors for it. As you can see there, all you have to do is to call and get more information. And we would highly encourage you to take part in this. It's going to be March the 24th. And boy, it is always so much fun. You can contact Alan Seymour there at 817-879-7860. Yes. And get in touch with him. It's always a lot.
Yeah, and our Shriner friend, Doug, he says it's great fun.
Yes. Yes, and his wife said it was great fun.
Oh, yeah,
too,
she shoots.
Yes, she shoots. Absolutely. So if you like to sharpen up on your rifle skills, your shotgun skills, that's a great place to do
I'll
it.
pass.
Yeah. Oh, yes. There's a long story behind that, but yes, she's going to pass. But anyway, that's some of the fun things going on. Hope you'll take advantage of it. We encourage you to visit your favorite church or synagogue on Sunday.
It is the season of Lent.
It is the season of Lent, and if you don't have a place to go or you're new to the area, we invite you to join us at our church, the Lighthouse Fellowship Church, here in Fort Worth, and it's a lot of fun and great ministerial messages that are being brought to you. So as we close out, as you heard,
Here's Chloe.
Yeah, here's our mascot right here, and she gets she likes to be in the camera every once in a while. So if she sneaks in, don't think anything about it. But she is a little rascal. She really is.
Yes.
But if you'd like to get in touch with Karen or myself, it's really easy concerning our real estate. Just give me a call at 214, or rather 972-523-4613, and we'll be happy to help you with any of your real estate needs. If you'd like to join us on our Facebook group page, it's always a lot of fun. Just go to Facebook, go up to search, and type in Powered Up and Plugged In, and it'll take you right to our Facebook group page. Become a member with us. Doesn't cost you anything. We talk about everything going on in and around the area, and maybe you can enlighten us on some of the other things
Yeah.
going on that we don't know about. And there's another way to
Yeah,
get in touch
and
with
they
us.
can email us at pluggedin2024@gmail.com. And pluggedin2024 is all one word. And before we leave, I want to do a happy birthday
Yes.
to our son-in-law.
Yep.
His birthday is Saturday.
Yep.
So I'm making him a big batch of chocolate chip cookies to take over to his house. You can't have any.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's it for us today.
Well, we enjoyed having you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Hopefully, we brought you some information that you can use, maybe a chuckle or two, as we discuss things that is going on around us that affect all of us. But thank you so much. We always say, God bless you, and God bless our great country, the United States of America. Please be kind to one another. Don't cost nothing.
It costs $0.
Yeah. So until we see you next week, Karen and I want to say thank you and take care. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.